Hi, everybody. Welcome into the next edition of our Sun Devil interview series here on Zoom. I'm Scotty Gange alongside ASU head wrestling coach Zeke Jones. Coach, you're at home. We're matching in our gold polos. How are you today?
Hey, doing well. It's nice color, looks good on you. Always like to wear the maroon and gold, even from home.
Yes, sir. Hey, first off, congratulations. Pac-12 Coach of the Year for your third time in 6 years in Tempe. That's just absolutely outstanding. So congratulations to you, Coach.
Thanks. You know, it takes a community. It takes a lot of people to do it. So it was a lot of fun to watch the team compete well and kick some butt.
Right. Well, it was a fun season for you guys. And I know it unfortunately ended early due to the pandemic we're in right now. But your third conference title in the last 4 years? You yourself won your third conference coach of the year. You took down #1 Penn State in front of a record crowd and 7 top 25 wins. So when you hear that, you just mentioned it takes a community and everything. What does that really, how does that make you feel when you hear all those accomplishments?
Yeah, well, it feels good. It feels good for everyone, right? I mean, it's, you know, being in sports a long time, I've been able to be a part of some special things by myself, and I've been a part of some special things with a lot of people. It's much more fun with a lot of people. So, you know, we need, President Crow said, let's be socially embedded. Let's make sure we're, you know, sharing those victories with everyone else. And, you know, of course, you're having 10,000 people at the Penn State duel. Every Sun Devil got to share in a fun and exciting time. So it's really been a culmination of a lot of people putting some hard work and energy into it.
Pretty fun. Right before we started the official recording, you said, hey, I don't think anybody's gotten any better in the country in the last 4 weeks than we have. You have 2 new coaching hires and Frank Molinaro and Mark Perry, and a couple recruits coming in. What can you tell us about them?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's exciting, you know, happy for, you know, Chris Pendleton get the head coaching job at Oregon State from our staff. It shows that ASU and the program, the community around them is providing our coaches a great platform for them to leap forward. But like I said, you know, when we hired Frank Molinaro, who was on a national championship team, who coached the national championship team, Pan Am champ, World Cup champ, NCAA champ, you know, he's won everything at the highest level as an athlete, and he's actually coached at the highest level in his young coaching career. So we're really excited to have him. And of course, Mark Perry, you know, he was at Cal Poly beating Arizona State back in the old days where, you know, he had made his mark and then went on to Illinois and did some amazing things, coaching national champions there. And then recently at Iowa, coaching there, and realized that, you know, he could make a difference here at Arizona State. So when we added those 2 guys, we got a lot better.
Sounds awesome, Coach. You know, it made me laugh. Both of us at different times in that answer had our computers kind of make funny noises as you were answering there. How have you been approaching this entire situation we're in right now? Like you said, kind of living on Zoom and at home and doing everything remotely while you've also been signing recruits and getting new coaches in. How have you been adjusting to all of it?
Well, it's like anything, you know, you adapt to your environment. I think that's something sports teaches us anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether you're in Russia, Cuba, or Penn State, I mean, you're always learning to adapt and adjust to environments that are hostile, let alone being in your home, which is certainly not as hostile, right? You're in a nice, comfortable area, but knowing that, you know, there's a silent, invisible thing out there that we're all keeping our eye on. And so we haven't done anything differently. I mean, we're still working as hard as we possibly can in our situation. Obviously, we can't do much in terms of training. Our guys are pretty self-motivated, so I know they're getting some good work done. And us as a coaching staff, we're out recruiting, fundraising, and trying to make our program better.
It's a different scenario we're in. And of course, it's hard to take positives and to put positive into all the sadness that's circled around the world. But if you could find a positive in your job right now as the head coach on the ASU wrestling squad, what would you say that would be?
Well, I would say the positive is, you know, we've been able to, you know, connect at home, you know, spend more time with family than I ever have, you know, just because we go off to work from, you know, 7 a.m. to 7 at night. But I think just the reconnection, you know, learning more about ourselves, right? I don't think we've had more time to reflect as Americans or as human beings on the planet than we have over the last 6 weeks. Recharging the battery. I can't say that I've ever had 6 weeks where I've been at home this entire time. So it's been a good time for reflection, learning about ourselves and reconnecting with our families.
What is something that you could say maybe you've learned about yourself in this time that when everything goes back to normal, or at least to the new normal, we're all together again, you can put forth in your coaching methods?
Well, I'll tell you right now, one thing I'm gonna learn is I'm gonna cut my hair today, and we'll see how that goes. Now I'm gonna learn something. I'm not
All
sure if I'm gonna
right.
like it, but Jacob and I are gonna cut our hair today. We went out and got clippers. So that's one thing we've learned. We're going to learn today, but I just think that humanity. This is a real lesson in life. That this is real. No one has ever lived through this. My son and I, he's 14, and my older children, I think we're all realizing that, life is fragile and we need to take care of it, take care of each other. And, even with our team, we meet on Zoom and we check in with each other to see how everybody's doing. And I'm happy to know that our kids are eating and they're doing well, and they have shelter and they're being cared for in their environment. So I think we're just coming closer together.
Mm-hmm. Coach, I'm glad to see you're staying healthy, doing all right. Thanks so much for the time. Congratulations, like I said, on all those amazing accomplishments. And from the bottom of my heart, best of luck to you and your haircut this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks, Scotty. I don't know if we're posting a picture or not. We'll see.
If
What's
it's
up,
good, right?
OTV? What's
Yes,
that?
sir. I said if it's good, you'll post a picture.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Thanks so
Have
much,
a
Coach.
good one.
Appreciate you.
What's up?